Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. First of all, let us thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us change to gather here to watch our presentation today about Indonesian economic lecture. So for the first, I wanna say thank you for our honorable lecturer, Ma'am Sri Entong Kornita, and also Mr. Rizwan as our Indonesian economic lecturer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Nasr Muzamil, and today I'm going to explain about monetary policy directions, right, in Indonesia especially. So without further ado, like monetary policy is the actions taken by a country's central banks to control the amount of money in circulation and interest rates. And the goal of monetary policy is price stability and sustainable economic growth. So that's what people want in Indonesia because we have some problem with it. So in history, Bank Indonesia monetary policy in 2023, in this year, will focus on stabilizing the rupiah exchange rate and controlling inflation. They want to control inflation as a response to global economic turmoil. This kind of monetary will involve adjusting interest rates, rupiah stabilization measures, and also strengthening asset reserve. Yeah, of course, because we know that this kind of monetary policy it's made by governments and Bank Indonesia. On this case, the governments will provide energy subsidy programs and social assistance to minimize inflationary pressures, like as well as coordinate so that the relationship between bank and the governments will continue to be maintained, not like separated. They're to be together to control inflation and support national economic recovery. And now I'm going to tell you about 5 main monetary policy in Bank Indonesia, that will continue to done. And the first one is the interest rate policy. The second one is the rupiah exchange rate stabilization policy. The third one is strengthening the adequacy of asset reserves. The fourth one is energy subsidies. The fifth one, or the last one, is the social assistance programs. All of those things, like the interest rate policy, will be directed at maintaining core inflation in the target range, like maybe 3.0% or plus minus 1%, I think. So the main objective of Bank Indonesia monetary policy, this is kind of cool because in 2023 we have Indonesia monetary policy. So the main objective, like the special part, like to stabilize the rupiah exchange rate and control inflation, to ensure inflation returns to its target corridor. Return to its target corridor. It's not really far from the inflation. It's not going to be high on inflation. So, like normal balance between both. So because of the times, we move to the macro-prudential policy directions. So the directions of macro-prudential policy refers to the efforts of the financial authority or central bank to manage systemic risk. Systemic risk, because risk and comes every time, we don't know, and to maintain overall financial stability. In history, in 2023, as you know, this year, Bank Indonesia have a plans to maintain accommodative macro-prudential policies to stimulate banking credit distribution and support national economic recovery. Oh my God, it's so huge. As well as maintain a financial system stability. Yeah, of course, that's really cool. So this policy will prioritize balance intermediation, financial system stability, and economic and financial inclusion. That's really good. So guys, we move to the summary. So the summary of this paper, Bank Indonesia macro-prudential policy stance in 2023 is designed to stimulate banking credit distribution, stimulate banking credit distribution, and also support economic recovery, because we don't know about the risks about the inflation that will become every time, and ensure financial system stability. All right, so because of the time, I will put it to my friends I'm over to my friends.
Hello, I'm Asmira Rofifa with student ID number 2202112728. So, in the first place, I will explain about payment system. Payment system is a system that includes arrangements, contracts or agreements, operational facilities, and technical mechanism used for the delivery, authorizations, and acceptance of payment instruction, as well as the fulfillment of payment obligation through the exchange of goods and services, used for the submission, validation, and acceptance of payment instruction. In accordance with the definition of the payment system as mentioned above, the implementation requires the existence of adequate payment system components among others. First, institutions that provide payment services. Second, instruments used in the payment system that regulates the financial rights and obligations of payment participants. Third, a legal framework that regulates the scope of the law and instrument of the payment system, the rights and obligation of participants, and the implementation of the payment system. Fourth, a clear payment system policy framework, both general and operational policies which underlies the development of the payment system. In the implementation of the payment system, all components mentioned above are interrelated. The role of payment system in the economy is increasingly important, along with the increasing volume and value of transactions and in line with the rapid development of technology. Rule of law in payment system, which as stated earlier, Bank Indonesia is authorized to regulate and maintain a smooth payment system. The absence of the certain legal instrument can hinder the implementation and development of payment system. For example, the development of electronic payment system requires legal instruments that regulate electronic payment evidence so that the implementation of the system becomes more efficient. So that's all the materials about payment system. I will continue the materials about money market. The money market is a place where one party borrows funds from another party at a certain interest rate and for a period of less than 1 year. Here is Rupiah money market conditions at stake. First is money market transactions are dominated by unsecured PUAB and FX swap transactions, which PUAB is concentrated on short tenors, meanwhile FX swap fails medium to long tenors and dominated by foreign banks. Long tenor pricing is not yet efficient due to low liquidity are rarely transacted. Second is repo transactions tend to stagnate. Implementation of contractual obligations using the Indonesia GMRA or POJK. Banks haven't optimally utilized the repo. Third is size of the risk-free instrument, which is SPN, SBI, and SDBI is larger than non-risk-free instruments. Short-term paper issuance is only NCD with limited amount. Fourth is liquidity gap between the risk-free instrument. SDBI instrument is limited to bank, and the SPN instruments are limited in nominal terms and dominated by foreign market players. Fifth is segmentation issues between buku banks. Sixth is market price reference in the form of JIBOR, which is the average of the unsecured lending indication rates offered by contributing banks to other contributing banks for lending rupiah in Indonesia for overnight tenors. That's all for the money market materials, and the next materials will continue by my friends.
Alright, for the next presentation will be presented by me. My name is Rohinilino, and for the next topic we will gonna talk about inclusive and green economic financial policy direction. So, this inclusive and green economic financial policy direction for 2023 in Indonesia, focusing on promote economic financial that are inclusive and environmentally sustainable. So, this policy direction aims to support economic recovery, ensuring that the growth is inclusive and environmentally friendly. So, I will tell you about some of the initiatives under this policy direction that are included. For the first one is support for MSMEs and green economy that we know Bank Indonesia aims to direct the push to increase bank lending towards micro, small, and medium enterprises or MSMEs and the green economy. And for the next is green finance policies that also focusing on promoting green finance policies which involve providing financial products and services that support environmentally friendly, maybe like renewable energy projects or sustainable agriculture. And for the third one is promotion of Sharia economy and finance that because it's supporting Islamic financial principles which often include ethical and socially responsible investment practices. And the last one is international commitment to green finance. And about the next is about international policy direction. So, the international policy direction for 2023 focus on supporting Indonesia's Asian chairmanship and also continuing the priority agendas from Indonesia's G20 presidency in 2022 on the theme of recovery, rebuilding, digital economy, sustainability. Like this pressure, the exit policy spillovers and scaring effects, also promoting international cooperation in financial integration and sustainability efforts. And for the last topic, we're gonna talk about Bank Indonesia transformation policy direction. So that we know, Bank Indonesia's transformation policy direction for 2023 focused on comprehensive institutional transformation to become a credible central bank that based on a good governance, performance excellence, and transparency. So this include organizational, human resource or HR, and digital transformation within a focus on becoming a foremost digital central bank and contributing to the national economy. So the transformation also aims to strengthen the policy mix response for economic resilience and recovery that focusing on monetary policy, macroprudential policy, and payment system policy transformation. For the digital transformation that includes digitalization of work process, data digitalization, and development of a technology platform. And for the human resources transformation that focus on leadership development, competency strengthening, and building a supportive work culture. So that's all our explanation. We can conclude it in 2023, Bank Indonesia's policy makes well focus on maintaining stability and accelerating economic recovery that the bank will maintain an accommodative macro-prudential policy stance to revive bank lending and support national economic recovery while maintaining financial system stability. And also, they're implementing strategies to develop the digital payment system and the digital rupiah as well as to strengthen the money market. And additionally, the bank is undergoing a comprehensive institutional transformation to become a credible central bank based on good governance, performance, excellence, and transparency. So, thank you for your guys who are watching this presentation and this video. We hope you can understand our explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.